what is it Adam would say? Guten Tagen. Good morning online. I hope everybody's having a spectacular morning. I got up and did early things. Like I got up early. Not early. I was up at like 7. So I wasn't early, but I was early enough for me this morning. Especially since I didn't sleep at the hotel in Toledo. So Sam's doing a turnaround, so he's not home. And if I find time to go in, and I will stay with him in town because, I miss him. And I know it's so silly for people that are not like in that tight relationship like that or whatever, whatever. But just being apart like that sends me into a tailspin. Hopeless, ridiculous tailspin. And he's only 45 minutes away, but it just messed me up. Anyway, so it messes me up. And so I went in to stay at the hotel, and the bed is like sleeping on, I don't know. I am a delicate flower, okay? I need a nice bed. And whatever Hampton Inn did, no good. No bueno. I used to love the Hampton Inn. But their beds now are a sheet of cement and makes Lisa a very unhappy person. I know it's nice that you guys get to see everybody chatting. I do like that. Yeah. When Sam's here, I can't do that because he gets all butt hurt because like he's cut off over here. I feel like that tailspin when I'm apart from you. Yeah, Brandy, it's hard, isn't it? It's so difficult. And I'm really very, very lucky that we have seen some of the things we've seen. We've been able to travel together. We've done some really spectacular things. We've been to some spectacular places. And if you go back in our feed far enough, you'll see us drinking a margarita at all the places we've been. We do like a Mexican restaurant. But it gets old. It gets older because, oh my gosh, you've seen so many really cool things. But yeah, we have. But it also means you're away from home, you're away from your own bed, you're away from your kids, you're away from taking care of things, and that separation is difficult as well. So we're happy to be home. And for, people that haven't seen us, you're kind of new in the last couple of years. We've kind of jumped all over the United States, and we've had fun. But there's no place like home. There's no place like home. So I got myself in a tailspin, and I got behind. So if you guys follow the Mystical Moons, you'll notice that a bunch of stuff just went up. A bunch of things just went up. So what did I put up? We have Sound Bath on Saturday. Amanda's in on Friday. Jesse's in on Saturday. Hey, I have the calendar in front of me. And then we are going to be in Cincinnati. Jansen and Adam are going to Cincinnati with us. And we will be there on the 21st. We'll be there on the 22nd and 23rd. And then, of course, we come back and it's holiday time, right? We come back. Good morning, Angela. We come back and it's holiday time. Now, a lot of people aren't going to expect for our store, because we're in such there's a lot of churches in our downtown, right? They don't know what to expect from us. They really have no idea. If they just came in and they met us and they talked to us, I think they would be less squinchy about who we are. But they don't expect a holiday open house. So on December 6th, December 6th, we're having a holiday open house that just went out. And we are going to be doing a lot of fun things that day. We have readers that are coming in from all over for that day. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. We have astrologers coming in. I'm sure she'll do some other things too. That's Angela, or not Angela. Angela's going to Egypt. Tammy Manzo will be in. We'll have hot cider and wine and snacks and all sorts of things going on the 6th. We'll also be doing some crafts. So we'll probably be doing some smudge wands, some uh, intention jars, for the beginning of the year, things like that. So we can have a great day. And then in the evening at 6, so it's 11 to 5. And then at 6, we're doing table tipping and spiritual evening. So we have a busy day on the 6th. In addition to, we have Cyber Monday. It's going to have a really good sale online on everything on Cyber Monday. And we're going to have Black Friday sale. It's going to be several hours long. That'll be a good time. What else do we have? We have cacaos. We have our very first cacao ceremony that's going to be in the store on the 29th. So Heather, we love you here. That is going to be put on by Christina of Your Grace Ministries. And that one in particular, we're excited to be bringing it in. And it is a sacred ceremony. So it is going to be put on totally by her. And that'll be a nice thing to attend as well. So we have lots of things going on. And I just put events up because I'm slow. So lay off. No, it's slow. I pout a little when Sam leaves. It's sad. It's really, really sad. I do. And he's only gone 45 miles. But I'm like, I don't like it. It's ridiculous. Okay, good morning. Yeah, Ashley Mary. When we get closer to the holidays, it really does. Our schedule ramps up. And then in January, I will start our new psychic development class. And I believe it's going to be online. I haven't decided yet if I want to do it in person and online or just online, because just online, it's a little bit easier because we all go into these rooms and it's just easier for me. Well, I'm just glad I haven't smothered him with a pillow, Dana. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bueno. Muy bueno. Right. You almost smother him one time and you never live it down. Once. Just once. Did you die? Okay. Everybody's like, I want to know the story. No, I've told the story enough times. Okay, moving on. Let's chit chat. Dana, that's why I love you. Or like, I feel you. I feel you. You have to have a good hospital pillow because they don't have fibers. If you're new, hi. Well, the one thing I don't do is walk around going, oh, Mishante, and acting like I didn't try to smother him with a pillow. I just... Anyhow, anyways, no, don't do it. Okay. I pulled out a deck of cards that I haven't used in a really long time. There we go. Good morning, everybody. If you are in a room with somebody, make sure you say good morning to them. Start the conversation. Let's chit chat. Don't forget. So time has been speeding up. It does seem that way. Yeah, absolutely. Good morning. Well, we love having you here too, Heather. I know. You have a lot going on. No, Renee. No, first of all, if my husband thought to punch me, there would not be any further discussion. No, Beaver, no. I have friends with pigs. Oh my God, Lisa. Oh, it is an oracle. This is The Sacred Journey by Denise Lynn. Oh, you know what I think I'm going to do? So tonight, I did put this out too. I forgot about this. Tonight at 6 o'clock, I'm doing a clearance, a crystal clearance. So I'm going to be doing crystal clearances between now and Christmas because we have so much stuff. So much stuff. It doesn't hurt me to put some stuff on clearance. So tonight at 6 o'clock, mark your calendars, Facebook Live right here on this Bat channel. We'll be doing a Facebook crystal clearance. I might have other things in there. I'm not sure. Maybe some bracelets. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put in there yet, but be there, be square. 6 o'clock tonight. If nothing else, get some free stuff and have some fun. I will be doing some giveaways tonight because I looked at my giveaway basket and I went, holy crap, it overfloweth. So I have actually 3 different baskets of nothing but giveaway stuff. So I got to do that too. So that's tonight, 6 o'clock, crystal clearance, 35% off everything that goes over my table. Everything that's going, you're going to pretend I'm not doing a crystal clearance tonight. I'm going into the cabinets, man. I'll probably be doing towers and spheres tonight. Maybe just towers. Call me. Always have your tools in the truck. Doreen has the. I do enjoy some of her oracle decks. I don't think I use them as much as I used to. Matter of fact, I don't even see any in the front. I have 65 decks of cards sitting here. You guys can't see them because they're right over here on they're on shelves. So I dig through. I dig through, and I pull the ones that pull me. Hey, Gorps, how are you? Okay, moving on. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Can I get a witness? Don't forget to share it to your friends. We have hit 1,000 on YouTube. It has only taken me years. I don't cultivate it. I don't spend the time paying attention to how many people are following whatever platform. I really just don't. And Tanya came on yesterday and she's like, hey, you're like 7 away. And I was like, oh shit. So, she's like, you can monetize. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that. So I have to do a little bit of investigation into that. But I also have probably 70, 80 meditation. I look at my computer because it's held hostage in my computer. Meditations that I could put up on YouTube, as well as somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 psychic development classes that I could be putting up. So I guess that would get me some views on Facebook. Yay, I was so excited. Person called. When if they're in a room, you can't call anyone they don't like. A narcissist? I mean, an asshole? I don't know. You ask, I will just tell you my honest. They're an asshole. If I read that right, if I read that right. Did I read that right? Who said that? Hold on. Monica. Okay. Let me scroll. Damn. That's what it was. That's what Loretta was thinking too. Or Teresa. Yeah. Oh, Renee. No, not intentionally punch us. Oh, punch us in their sleep. Oh. Okay, well, we'll give them a pass. I thought Sam mentioned he once did. Oh, yes, he did that. He absolutely punched me in the nose one night when I was sleeping. Yeah, it makes for funny Thanksgiving stories, right? Like you're like, hey, remember the day you punched me? You're still alive. It's great. No, he did that, and he swears up and down to this day he didn't, but I had like a black eye. What a jerk. I love that man of mine. Okay. This goes to Jacqueline Mercer. Jacqueline. Oh, I like these cards. Jacqueline. I want to talk about the way you walk forward in life, like just da 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 da. And I like it. That's the way I kind of go forward in life too. Um, Sometimes we drop the things that just do not serve us, and that's perfect. We should be doing that, right? But then you have to make sure you are paying attention to the things that are important that we bury, like and I'm like I hate to say triggered and trauma and all those things because they're so overused and and everybody wants to be traumatized and triggered for some reason. I don't understand why. I want to go through life and be happy and joyful and uplifting, blah 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 blah. Right? But there seems to be a vogue with this. But I would like to say, hey, make sure you're paying attention to some of the things that have switched your path because you avoid something, right? They're saying you have this wonderful, you're thriving in your life. That fly, why I have flies in November, I don't know. But this card, they're talking about how you're moving through life and you're thriving. You have so much going on, but you handle things with grace. And other people, I have to say, see that grace. They see that grace, and they're like, gosh, I want to walk through life like that. But on the other hand, you're inside going, Lord love a duck, I don't know if I can do this day. I don't want to get out of bed sometimes. I don't want to do. We all have days like this. I want you to know you are supported. You are not alone. We all have those days where we just want to stay in bed. We don't want to have to do. We don't want to have to be in all the noise, and we want to bury our heads in the sand. And this is when they're saying, you got to face that chaos head on and just master it. This is supposed to be like this, right? They're like, this is handling, this is burying. So they're like, it's time to start handling some of the things that you might have been avoiding, buried in your email or wherever that you just haven't checked that box. It's time to start doing that. It's time to start taking that action. And don't be so emotional about some of the things that don't need all your energy. Just be like, screw it, I'm going to do it. Let's get it done. Let's get it over with. And once you pull the Band-Aid off, you're going to be really, really surprised at how things go. Use these cards all the time. And also, weird. Post office come up here. You don't have to do everything by yourself, right? And the more you're open with people, the more assistance you're going to get. I love that card. I very rarely use any of my cards. So it has to be, I have to feel like it, right? I have to feel like it. If they just dropped a package in my freaking driveway, I am going to be hot. Hot, I say. I think they did. I think they opened the back and chucked something out. Okay. Just breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay. Here we go. Onward. Oh, here we go. Okay. Da, 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 da. I hear you, Renee. I hear you. Okay. Can we have a woo woo? Can we get a witness? I can't believe they're leaving. I wonder what they chucked out in the yard. Inquiring minds. This is a really nice deck. Ooh, somebody has Twitch. Some days that's the best thing we can do is just breathe our way through it, right? Breathe our way through our day, our circumstances, our emotions. Good morning. All the things that seem to pop up and we stumble on a little bit. And I'm not talking about literally stumble, but like Sam leaving for the week, right? No, don't get me wrong, you guys, he comes home Friday night and he's home till Sunday evening and then he goes back to work. And this is only until this week. It's only 2 weeks. But it created such disruption in my life because my heart moved to Toledo for 2 weeks, right? He may annoy the hell out of me and I may annoy the hell out of him, but he's mine. He's mine. So it created a hiccup. This one is for Trish Copus. Trish Copus. Jody, having a wonderful day. Hope you are too. Trish Copus. Trish. Trying to figure this out. Laura Smith, good morning. I'm trying to figure this out because I have one of two things. Okay, hold on. I need to put this puzzle piece together a little bit better. Okay, thank you. So I want to talk about somebody on the other side, and they're very subtle about this. I mean, because there's two ways to work, right, you guys? There is, and it's sometimes they bleed together like this. You have psychic skill, you have psychic work, and then you have mediumship. These are not the same. This is not same. Okay. So when you're doing a reading, sometimes you have to sit back a little bit and go, okay, I didn't invite people in. I do, because I'm like, okay, la. But I did, they slipped in so quietly into my energetic field that I didn't really feel that ripple. But you have somebody that had a soft energy in life. And I feel trauma. And this is how they're trying to bring across who they are. Normally I try to work with memories of who somebody is that I want to bring across a memory that you can enjoy and love and feel that hug from. But this person is, no, the first thing they'll think about when they think of me, or as a piece of physical mediumship evidence, is going to be there was some kind of trauma or some kind of issue on one side of the head, like ear, head, sinuses. And I really kind of feel like this is a guy, but this is a difficult individual because they're so soft. Their energy is just like a brush. Can you claim this person? Can you claim this person? I was reading, who was it? I just have to see it. Where did we go? Oh, Trish Copus. Does this trigger a thought? This is for Trish. Just their energy is so incredibly soft. Oh, by claim. Does this make sense to you? Does this person sound like somebody that you know that's passed away? That's what claiming means. When I'm doing gallery readings, sometimes we have multiple people that are trying to take information or taking information, and they're like, oh, so I have to, who can claim 100% of what I have, kind of thing. Does this person make sense to you? Yes. Okay, great. I'm glad that this person makes sense to you because their energy is so incredibly soft that I could have missed it. I almost took it like as a sinus infection, and because my guides are really great at earthquakes, trips and falls, and sinus infections, and a variety of other things, but that is their go-tos. And so when it comes to physical mediumship, it's not about all the evidence that we can bring forward and go, look what I can do. It's about the message. So we're going to go straight to a message because this person's like, they know who it is. Okay. They want to talk about you having a voice and being more vocal in life. They're giving me this throat chakra, and your throat chakra is a really dark blue, which means to me, this fly is driving me nuts, that you're not saying enough for yourself, that you are holding some things back because you don't want to hurt maybe other people's feelings, or you are in a situation where you would just have had not been able to talk. It's time to start exercising that. Start working on your throat chakra. Start saying things that are important to you. I feel like this other person didn't do that very well. They didn't emote. They didn't talk about the things that they needed to talk about all the time. And it created and they actually say it created a storm with them in them. Okay. And they want to talk about your heart chakra moving a little too slow as well. This person's really into the chakras. They may not have been in life, but I think for a way to come across for you here right now, they're saying, hey, your throat chakra moves a little too slow. Okay. It moves a little too slow. I'd like to see your heart chakra moving about this speed right here. And I know that seems a little weird for people that don't work with chakras, but our chakra systems have a speed and a rotation. Okay, I understand. And they're like, your heart moves a little too slow. Your heart chakra, not your heart. Your heart chakra is moving a little too slow, as if you have lag. And I want to say, you need to love yourself a little bit more. Give yourself a little bit more grace. Speak up for yourself a little bit more. Be present for yourself. This is what this person's like. Let's be there for yourself, okay? And this person also shows shuffling their foot in the sand, kind of like waffling. You need to be making some solid choices in life. And that's what this person saying. I want to call him a he, but this energy is just so soft that I get the softness as a female energy, and then I get this male energy and this female. I don't understand. Anyhow, I love their visualization though, because they're like, instead of shuffling your foot in the sand, plant your foot on the ground and take the first step. Be moving forward. Don't waffle. Be moving forward. Get a good feeling on that heart chakra by loving yourself and doing things for yourself and taking time for yourself, and then start speaking for yourself and moving forward. That's what they want you to know, Trish. That's their message. Live authentically. Don't live according to what other people want you to live and be. I hope that's helpful. Okay. Can I get a whoop whoop? Let's see who's in the room. If you're new, please let us know, because there's a welcome wagon in whatever room you're in. I have multiple feeds coming in here, as you can tell. There's a welcome wagon. Okay. You've been stuck in waffle mode. This person, they're there for you all the time. Okay. That's helpful. Our dog Yeti chases flies. Hubby calls them sky raisins. So does Sam. He calls them sky raisins. Sky raisins. Okay, this one's for Kimmy Corpse. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go back to that. Renee's question is, if one chakra is moving, oh, you guys can see her question. I'm not used to you guys being able to see everything. Is it possible? If it is possible, is it problematic, or should our chakra be moved in unison? A perfect chakra system, you guys. Lisa, welcome to Lisa's Squirrels. A perfect chakra system is going to have flow. The reason that we want that flow, that beautiful, each chakra. So this is about how fast a root chakra goes, okay? About here. Your sacral chakra goes about here. Solar plexus about here. Heart chakra about here. throat chakra about here, third eye chakra about here, and crown about here. Now that's not even doing your soul star or your earth star or the other chakras that are in your system. I'm sorry, Kimmy, you're going to have to remind me that I called you. So when you have one that's out of alignment, it doesn't necessarily affect all the others, but you want it to have flow, because when you have, say you have this beautiful chakra system and your heart chakra is out of alignment, right? It's just not, maybe it's going way too slow or way too fast. When you're trying to have that flow through your energetic system and you have these toruses that go like this in your energetic field and move your chakra system, they hit this, they go flow, flow, and then flow. You want them to just flow. You don't want them to hit those blockages or those disruptions. So it does slow your stuff down. But like if your root chakra is affected by your throat chakra because you're not speaking your truth and you feel less and less and less like yourself because you can't live that, then your root chakra is affected. So, I mean, you can have affections there, not infections, but be affected, but you can have just one out of joint. It's all very complicated. Not really, but there we go. I do not do fertility pregnancy readings. I just don't. I just don't. I have done them in the past. And here's the thing, I wasn't even wrong, but it hurts my heart. I worry if I'm going to be wrong. So I don't like to do that. Okay, Kimmy Corpse. Kimmy, what is going on? I want to be dark and dank and gothic and they're talking about the phoenix and you coming up out of the ashes. Do I do recently departed animals? I like to wait a little bit because they need to settle too. Okay, so humans, we give like 6 months. Pets, about 4 months. But I bet your pet is already there. Okay. I just muted my best friend. Okay, Kimmy. They're talking about the phoenix. They're talking about coming up out of the ashes, walking away from one situation, walking into another. Make sure you're not doing a loop. Make sure you're not doing the same thing over and over and over and over. They want you to be learning. They want you to pick up your feet a little bit higher. You're supposed to be picking up and moving out of situations rather than picking up and then doing the same thing and then burning down and rebuilding again. So-called best friend, I know. Anyhow, so they're talking about really, really reassessing situations and finding and it's so funny because your guides say, find the cure, find the reason, find the motivation to move into a new area and recharge something that's gone. Recharge. They're talking about rebuilding something that, hey, Mystical Thorn, it's been a while. They're talking about rebuilding something that has been not active recently. I'm going to tell everybody that is on YouTube, make sure that you're on the Mystical Moons YouTube, or no, My Mystical Life YouTube. I know, I have no idea where I'm at. My Mystical Life YouTube, as well as Soul Sync, because I'm finding that I have another platform that I have to go to every once in a while that I have to shut off Soul Sync. So if you guys want to make sure you catch me, make sure you're on both YouTubes. Okay. So they're talking about making sure you rearrange things so that you can reignite something. You're supposed to be bringing something back to life. I don't know what it is, but I'm supposed to pull this card deck over here because this is the other one I brought down. Hold on. Give me a minute. Makes sense. Okay, good. It's time. Okay, there it is. Calm down. So take time to breathe out. That means releasing all pent-up energy that's not serving you anymore and moving into a new energetic phase. Perfect, I say. And I would love to tell you, that's all I have to tell you. They're like, do it. Just do it. Make sure you take the first step and you're good. You got this. Good for you. Zaza. What's that movie? Sam's like, don't do that. And then we were watching. Oh no, it was not Hazaza. It was, oh shit. Never mind. I've totally forgotten. Never mind. Just never mind. Yes, I know. I know. I have a couple things on my table I would love to get rid of. Not get rid of. They're sitting on my desk, and they're from the store. I should sell them. If I start, because I'm doing a 35% off crystal sale tonight, you guys. Should I have 4 crystals here. Should I put them across my desk? Do I have 4? We have 5. Because I can put them across my desk right now at 35% off and invoice you guys. Malachite. Gorgeous. It's malachite crystal. If you want to see them, I'll put them across. Okay. Ta-da! Morning, Leslie. Good morning. Good morning. Can I get a whoop whoop? Good morning, Trudy. Can I get a witness? I really just don't want to have to. Well, I'm going to take them back to the store anyways. But there we are. Let's go. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. I love you. Good morning. Mm-hmm. Away. Grand Rising. How are you, Risa? Let's go with Jane Robertson. Jane Robertson. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Jane Robertson. I am Jane. The first and foremost thing I want to say is, I'm going to ask you a question. Are you taking enough time for yourself? Like, I want to lock my doors before I get out of the car. You're at 10 people on YouTube. Yay! I know that does not sound like a lot, you guys, but I just don't go in and check. And YouTube's been growing, so that's been awesome. I feel like, Jane, I want to go in and I want to lock my car door and leave my heat on because it's cold out and just have that quiet moment. Thank you, Risa. I want to have a quiet moment for you. You don't do that. You should do that. Because they're like, your brain is going and ongoing and going. You really should find a little bit of quiet time within your brain. I feel like there are just sometimes that you are so overdone, you are cooked, and you are so overdone that if somebody popped you with a pin, it would be like that bad Christmas vacation turkey, right? And that's important to know, because when you are so over having to juggle and take care of everybody else's stuff in addition to your own stuff, it becomes overwhelming. Okay, just totally overwhelming, and your brain is on the edge of fried. It's like your energy in your brain. I can feel it. It's your left brain is just got a just stranglehold. You need to have time for. Oh, okay. Your brain is setting you into relaxation mode without you even knowing. That mommy brain, that where you just have gone. People look at you like, where the hell did you go? You know, that sensation, that energy right there, that it's your brain taking a decompression moment because it has to. So you need to do it for yourself. Consider this self-care. I never, and you can ask anybody in the feed, I never, ever, ever, ever say meditate. But girl, you need to take a moment and just shut the car off or leave the car on because it's cold out. And just turn the radio off, turn off all the noise, and put your head back and just be like, I need a minute. And that is a form of meditation. I don't care if you meditate for 2 minutes or 20 minutes. It does not matter. But you need some peace. Because if not, you're going to start to forget things if you're not already. Forgetting little things along the road, along the way. And then that becomes a cascade where you go like, oh my gosh, am I going crazy? I totally forgot this. And I said that. I know I said that to that person, but you're having internal dialogue that people look at you like, you never said a thing. So it's important. It's so important for you. And I'm not cross-selling. I swear you can go, I'm not cross-selling. But you need like, hold on, let me think on this, because my first indication is a citrine bracelet, but citrine is about intuition. And Lord love a duck, the last thing you need right now is one more thing crammed into your brain. I would go with an obsidian or a shungite, shungite would be great for you. Yeah, a shungite bracelet would be great for you. Shungite, obsidian, even terahertz would be great. Something to create some balance, right? And keep things from all into your brain. I want to talk also about knowing what to let in and what to not let in by vibration. There's so many things that your brain wants to do. You have set yourself up on this particular life journey to accomplish a lot of things. So your brain wants to juggle. It wants to juggle. It's like, yes, but our subconscious wants to do this. And our subconscious, move your coffee pot, create some new thought patterns for your brain and give it something else to do. I know, amazing. Obsidian is amazing. Don't forget, you guys, like, follow, share, blah, 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 all the things. For you, it's time to cultivate some peace. And I chose, and meditate. I chose this deck of cards for the sacred geometry on it because you have a lot of guidance. You have a lot of intuition. You're not hearing it so much because you have so much other stuff on the left side of your brain going on. Lots of intuition going on there. I hope that's helpful. Take time for yourself. If we don't take time for ourselves, you guys, nobody else is going to do it for us. I swear, nobody else is going to take time for you. They're not going to be like, oh, let me book you a day at the spa. Well, some people, it's Christmas time, gift certificates, whatever. But you need to put your foot forward for yourself. Yes, black tourmaline is good as well. Yes, 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 absolutely. I love black tourmaline, yeah. I like green tourmaline, though. Oh, I do like that. I do. Okay. I hope that's helpful. Oh, Lauren says, and this is true for both humans and animals. So I'm going to answer this, right? What happens during the time of transition once a person or animal has passed? Why does it take so long? Are they lost? Are they scared? No, not scared, not lost. Well, let me go back on that. Okay, I'll slow my roll on that one. But not scared. Once we pass away, look up Life Between Lives, you guys. If you're not familiar with it, look up Life Between Lives and hypnosis. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. I didn't read the book. We listened to the audio book all the way to Florida and all the way back. We found different ones to listen to. Fascinating stuff. And as a hypnotherapist, I'm like, I want to do that, but I cannot spread myself that thin. So Life Between Lives is that moment when we walk away from our meat suit, right? Our shell, our vehicle. It's all it is an energy vehicle. And we go, look at that. It's me again. I remember everything. Okay. And then we're either met, it depends. So this is a very broad spectrum, right? Because you have young souls and old souls. It makes a difference. Pet and or animal kingdom and humans. So it makes a difference. And then you want to go over to the extraterrestrials, blah, 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 blah. We can do that too. But younger souls take more time. So younger souls, when we pass away, we shed our meat suit, we go, oh, look, someone to help guide me. Spirit guides are not just here for when we are in our meat suit. They are our very best friends on the other side, right? So when we pass away, we are greeted. If we're a young soul, we're greeted by past loved ones, the white light with all the loved ones in it. We have guides for this that are take our hands, say, hey, come with us. We're going to walk you through. You're going to be a little bit debriefed, okay? And then we move on. Now, this is taking into account that you also have that sandwich time, right? Between passing away and doing all of this. This is their sandwich time where you get to stick around. There's like 2, 3, sometimes 4 weeks where you can stick around, watch. This sounds very morbid. Watch your funeral, see who's grieving, see who's doing the stupid shit. All those things, you can stick around and see that. And then transition. We can talk about what happens if you don't transition in a minute. But younger souls on the other side of that, they're going to be met by that spirit guide, all those people that are going to be helping them. They go over, they debrief, they talk to their spirit guides, they go in for their life review, and then they go for healing, because this is the hardest college out there. This is the hard one. This is where we heal from all the trauma, blah, blah, blah. And there's different degrees of thought on this, okay? And then we go in and we go, okay, this next life, when we're ready, or when our guides push us to be ready, we go, okay, I want to do this. This person teaches the best lessons. I want this to be my soul person. I want these people in my life this time. And we program that all in. And if I told you that it looked like a console on a computer, I would not be lying, because that's what it kind of looks like. And then we decide when we're coming back. Now that can take a while. Young soul. Old soul can come in and be like, okay, I may or may not watch my people because they got this shit. And they stroll through. They don't need a guide. They don't need loved ones to come help guide them, because it's really what they're doing when they meet us. And then they go through, they do their healing, and then they come right back out if they want to. Or if they're an earth angel, they may say, I don't want to come back at all. And then they wait to the moment that they do decide to come back. If you ever heard of somebody being called an earth angel, that is, they have reached a point where they go, you know what? I think I'm going to stay here in Life Between Lives and watch everything. I don't want to ascend. I want to stay here. I want to be of assistance when I want to be of assistance. And they stick around for that. But old souls move much faster through the system than young souls. Okay, I'm sorry. There's so much over here and I haven't read any of it. Been through a lot last year. I'm just wondering if there's anything for me. Okay, let's see. After Pet's passing, and Renee is a communicator, you guys. She's amazing. She does a lot of things, but that is, if you have time to read hers, please read hers. There are so many things that she is knowledgeable on that, but she does so waiting to request a reading is it's definitely recommended. Green Eyed Devil. All I'm saying is that when a time comes, there better not be anybody who makes me mad, because I'm going to be haunting you for a final answer. That's so funny. Do you know what happens though? I'm a master number 33. What happens after I start all over again? Do you think? Well, sure. We're not. It takes us a pretty good long time to get through all of the lessons, all of the lessons to reach either that earth angel status or ascension, whichever people or souls want to do. And you hear people go, oh my God, this life has been exhausting. I wouldn't have chose this. I'm not coming. I don't want to come back for this again. We're not always coming back for ourselves. You guys know that? We don't always say, oh, I'm going to have the world's best life. I'm going to come back for myself. We can come back to be a piece of shit. Because what are we doing? We're teaching somebody else a lesson. And there's people that fall on the sword for us all the time. So, when somebody in your life is super, super challenging, look at it this way. What did I learn off them? Were they a valuable lesson in my life? And maybe we could be thanking them for falling on the sword for us. Not maybe out like this. Don't do it like in your meat suit because, they put you away. But think of it differently. Like, how did I learn? Will I repeat that lesson? How do I take that into my soul and realize that is something that was for me, not to me? Because that's important part of the lesson as well. Not the victim mentality, but the learning mentality. That makes sense? Yeah, there's so many lessons to learn. It's not just a one and done thing. Thousands of lifetimes to learn them. Thousands, you guys. At the soul's discretion. Yeah, falling on the sword while in the meat suit, definitely not recommended. Definitely not recommended. Yeah, it makes your meat suit tour slower, longer, or no, abrupt. There we go. Okay, abrupt. All right, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, Tammy Hill. So I do have to work today, so I will be heading into the store. And I am going to be doing an online crystal sale, 30% off everything that goes over the table tonight. Make sure you guys like, follow, share, blah, blah, blah. And that'll happen at 6:00 tonight on this Bat channel. So hope to see you guys there. And yeah, I have a bunch of stuff I have got to start doing giveaways. So if you're on the thing tonight, say, hey, Lisa, giveaway. Do a giveaway, damn it. But we're not trying to be on for hours either. I'm trying to get back in the habit of doing sales here and there. Hours today, we're open till 6. We're open till 6 today. So, all right, everybody. Have a great afternoon. And find light, find love, find joy, feel divine, because you are. And I hope you have a wonderful day. It's beautiful outside. And I will talk to you.